Hi there, my name is Elinokran and this continues to be GSN 24 Live. Coming up in our news for today, Ghana hoping to maintain unbeaten record against Angola. Ghana previous win over Angola came by luck, says Pedro Goncalves. AFCON 2025 qualifier. Sudan beats Niger to go top of Group F. NFF appoints Zabiru as Flying Eagles head coach. The story of Victor Osimhen's transfer saga. Sava Eid Nassa and Marilady Paolini set for epic showdown at money spinning event backed by Serena Williams' husband. And better, Sha'Carri Richardson sent defiant message to Julian Alfred ahead of Olympic rematch in Zurich. Bayanda Walaza chooses loyalty over opportunities as he declines U.S. college offers to stay in South Africa. There's never going to be another Usain Bolt. American sprint legend dismisses comparisons with current sprint stars. Uganda athlete Rebecca Cheptegei to be airlifted to Nairobi for specialized treatment. Now to our stories in detail. Ghana's quest to qualify for the 2025 Africa Cup of Nations begins with a home game against Angola at the Baba Yara Sports Stadium in Kumasi on Thursday, September 5th. The Black Stars won the last of their 4 AFCON titles in 1982, although they regularly reached the semi-finals from 2008 to 2017 and finished runners-up in 2010 and 2015. The West African Giants only making it as far as the round of 16 in 2019, followed by a disappointing group stage exit in 2021 and 2023. Otto Addo is looking to change all that after returning to the helm in March this year, having guided the country to the 2022 World Cup during his first stint as head coach. Addo oversaw the friendlies against Nigeria and Uganda on an interim basis in March before taking over permanently in May. He picked up back-to-back wins over Mali and the Central African Republic in June's 2026 World Cup qualifiers. Pedro Goncalves says Ghana were lucky to have recorded a win against his Angolan side during the 2023 Africa Cup of Nations qualifiers in Kumasi. In the game, which happened to be the first game of former coach Chris Hughton, Antoine Semenyo's late strike in stoppage time was all Ghana needed to clinch the win in front of the packed Baba Yara Sports Stadium. Despite the praise and excitement, the Angola coach believes his team could have gotten more, but for luck. Quote, "Tomorrow is a different story and moment. I think both national teams are better now. We grow a lot. By the moment, we feel we have confidence not just for tomorrow, but for the future," unquote. He told the media on Wednesday. Goncalves was speaking ahead of Angola's clash with Ghana at the 2025 AFCON qualifiers, which comes off on Thursday, September 5th, 2024. Ghana's group opponent, Sudan, commenced their 2025 Africa Cup of Nations qualifying series with a home win on Wednesday, September 4th. Sudan recorded a 1-0 win over Niger to pick up all 3 points and move to the top of Group F in the qualifiers. Abu Issa scored the only goal of the game in the second half to set the tone for Kwesi Appiah's side in the midweek. Sudan are also in the same group with the Black Stars and Angola and will face the latter in their second group game. Ghana and Angola go head-to-head on Thursday, September 5th at the Baba Yara Stadium with kickoff scheduled for 16 hours GMT. The Nigeria Football Federation Executive Committee has accepted the Technical and Development Subcommittee suggestions that Mr. Aliu Zabiru be named head coach of the National Under-20 Boys Flying Eagles. Zabiru's appointment is effective immediately. In June, he guided El Kanemi Warriors to Maiduguri to victory over Abia Warriors FC in the President Federation Cup in Lagos. Zabiru's first priority is to assemble and train a squad for the Wafubi Under-20 Championships, which is set for October-November in Togo, and will choose the zone representative for the Africa's Under-20 Cup of Nations the following year. Victor Osimhen's loan to Galatasaray is likely to spell the end of his time with Napoli, an Italian job that turned sour faster than expected. Only 12 months ago, the Nigerian striker was one of the world's football hottest properties, having fired Azuris to their first Serie A title in 33 years. While Neapolitans eulogize their heroes in the shadow of a volcano, Galatasaray supporters are infamous of using the phrase "Welcome to hell" to describe the hidden atmospheres inside their favorite Rams Park Stadium. Osimhen, 25, is clearly banking on the fact that this particular hell will be better than the transfer nightmare he has endured over the last few months. Olympics champion Marilady Paulini and silver medalist Sawa Ednasa will serve another installment of their epic battles at the lucrative women's only event in New York. Olympics 400 meters champion Marilady Paulini and silver medalist Sawa Ednasa will light up the Atlas NYC after both of them sign up for the women's only events, renewing their rivalry. The Nigerian-born Bahraini is the latest athlete to join the lucrative event set to take place in New York on September 26th, with stars such as Faith Kipyegon, Gabby Thomas and Alexis Holmes set to feature. Paulini and Ednasa battled for gold at the Paris Olympics, with the former emerging victorious while the latter settled for silver, and the Bahraini will be looking to get her revenge. Sha'Carri Richardson has a reassuring message for her rivals ahead of the epic Olympic rematch with Julian Alfred in Zurich. Sha'Carri Richardson has reactivated her famous mantra for motivation ahead of the epic Olympic rematch with Julian Alfred in Zurich, where she will be gunning for revenge against the St. Lucian new speed queen. Richardson and Alfred last met in the 100 meters final at the Paris Olympics, where the St. Lucian star sprinter powered her way to the victory books in a new personal best of 10.71 seconds ahead of the American. Bayanda Walaza may have paved the way for young African athletes to emulate on loyalty after declining U.S. college offers to stay in South Africa. Following a groundbreaking 2024 season that saw him become the world's fastest teenager, Bayanda Walaza has turned down numerous offers from U.S. colleges to stay in South Africa. The 18-year-old was one of the best performers at the recently concluded World Under-20 Championships in Lima, Peru, where he completed the sprint double, thus becoming the first South African sprinter to attain such a feat in the championship's history. Noteworthy is the Walaza's exceptional outings in Lima was a follow-up to his brilliant display at the Paris Olympic Games, where he and Nkumana formed part of the South African silver medal winning team in the new African record of 39.57 seconds. A prominent American sprinter believes no current athlete will surpass Usain Bolt's unique and unmatched track and field legacy. American sprint legend Michael Johnson has unequivocally dismissed any notion that contemporary athletes could surpass the legendary Usain Bolt in sprinting. Johnson, who himself is a four-time Olympic gold medalist, recently expressed his thoughts on the ongoing comparison between Bolt and the rising stars like Noah Lyles and Sha'Carri Richardson. The discussion comes in light of their impressive performances, but according to Johnson, they aren't enough to dethrone the Jamaican sprint king. Ending on a sad note, Nairobi. Hospitalized Ugandan athlete Rebecca Cheptegei is said to be airlifted to Nairobi for a specialized treatment. Sports Principal Secretary Peter Tum revealed on Wednesday, saying they are working closely with their Ugandan counterparts to ensure the Paris Olympian receives the best treatment. Rebecca is recuperating at the Moi Teaching and Referral Hospital in Eldoret after she was dosed with petrol and set ablaze by her estranged Kenyan boyfriend during a domestic quarrel at their home in Kitale on Sunday. Quote, "The government has taken over. We are in talks with the Ugandan government as well to ensure that Rebecca is given the best medical attention available in this country, even as we discuss on how to progress further," Principal Tum said. This is all I have for you for now. Do like and subscribe. I'll be back with more.